half the disease burden in the country is because of poor quality diet that lacks in dietary diversity, and unhealthy diet contributes to a major portion of disease burden in the country like hypertension, diabetes. So, overall growth and development of the country will be truncated if health and nutrition issues do not get adequate attention. At least up to 30% of the total calorie in a day should come from fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, fermented milk. So, these commodities must be made accessible, affordable across different sections of the population. Otherwise, the country is running a risk of impending epidemic of hypertension, diabetes and the related cardiovascular diseases. So, the other area is unhealthy, the imprinting of unhealthy diet is actually occurs during fetal life itself, because 50% of mothers are malnourished, either they are undernourished, anemic or overweight, obese, 50% or little more than that, and they continue on unhealthy diet and the baby faces these consequences. So, this is another area of major concern which needs immediate attention. Yes, complementary feeding is very low. 90% of our children or little more than that do not get adequate macro and micronutrients, and they face stunting, anemia and many other nutrition challenges, and nutrition status is further compounded by frequent infections. The major problem here is breastfed infants from 6 months to 12 months actually require only 200 to 300 kilocalories from complementary foods. And if this food is based purely on cereal based diet, if this diet is purely based on cereals, then it is very difficult for them to get the micronutrients that they require, like for example iron requirement, zinc requirement, which are far more than what is required by an adult. So, I mean, if the complementary food is based purely on cereal, there is no other option but for fortification. And we at NIN have conducted some trials in Telangana and Andhra Pradesh, where we formulated a milk based diet called Balamrutam, and now 30 lakhs children across Telangana and Andhra Pradesh get this fortified food. But fortified food is only a short term goal, and for long term goal, overall the standard of living should be improved, literacy of women should be improved, and biodiversity also will positively impact dietary diversity in young infants. What I am trying to tell is cereal based diet is not going to solve the problem. Infants even at the age of below 1 year, when they are put on complementary foods, then they can get iron and zinc and vitamin A rich foods like flesh foods, fish, eggs, poultry, and if families do not consume flesh foods, they can always go for nuts, beans, seeds like kidney beans, chickpea, lobia, many other iron and zinc rich foods are there even from vegetarian sources. So, that is the main issue here. Balamrutam is a milk based take home ration food in collaboration with Telangana government. We formulated this with 9 micronutrients from NIN. Scientists from NIN worked on this. So, after supplementation, we saw the improvement in hemoglobin and many other nutrients like B12 and other micronutrients also we tested. So, now the government has spread it across many villages, and 30 lakhs children are getting this food. For the last 5 decades, yes, we have been collecting huge data at national level and state level, which shows trends in food consumption pattern, trends in nutrition status, especially of women and children, and also program utilization, nutrition program utilization. With this data, we always supported central government and also various state governments for mid-course corrections and formulations of programs, new programs, as well as correction of the existing programs like integrated child development services and midday meal programs. So, these are our contributions, and apart from this, recently you must have seen in paper that how the data that we have collected from rural regions show overweight obesity is accelerating at a faster rate compared to urban areas. And also we also have very good data on salt intake across population, which shows across means around 16 states we have collected. So, half the population in India is consuming salt that is far exceeding the limit that is set by WHO, that is 5 grams per day. So that's that necessitates the need for immediate attention in salt reduction strategies by the country. To achieve anything at scale and for sustained effect, collaboration is very important. Different stakeholders must collaborate. And apart from undernutrition, under which many players are there, more proactive collaboration is also required for high fat, salt, sugar intakes and overweight, obesity area as well. Here we do not have much attention. Technology can be harnessed to tackle the challenges of hypertension, diabetes, which is increasing at epidemic proportions. For instance, mobile industry can be used to screen blood pressure, blood glucose at village level, which is increasing at a fast rate, and free dissemination of medication is the need of the hour. Free dissemination of medication through technology. For example, mobile industry, mobile van, etc. And also government should engage with food industry to bring about graded reduction in salt as well as sugar to some extent, and also should engage with oil companies to bring reduction in trans fats as much as possible. All these efforts should also be coupled with the dissemination of nutrition knowledge messages for which mass media can be used, one. Another thing is the government can also think of bringing a nutrition brigade which involves school children, because if you involve school children, the effect can be very effective and it will be sustained. I mean, you know very well about this National Nutrition Mission, Poshan Abhiyan, where different stakeholders are supposed to be coming together. Not only state government and central government, also like village blocks, district level, then sanitation officers, water supply officers, all different stakeholders must come together to make any change in nutrition, because there are many things that are involved. Apart from this, even agriculture, urban development officers. So unless these coordination takes place, and also they should understand their role appropriately. That's very important. Not just having meetings after meetings. Each one has to understand their responsibility and implement it accordingly. That's more important. Outlook Weekly, one of the largest media houses in the country. It's commendable that they have made this initiative and providing this unique opportunity for nutrition researchers. That's really very nice. I also appreciate this effort of this team, and all the very best for the future endeavor. And I saw that you believe in the power of nutrition, which can transform sustainable development goals. That's really nice.